It's the NFL on EA Sports as you take a look there at Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia, PA. Coming up, we've got an ultra-important divisional round matchup in the NFC, as it'll be the Washington Commanders taking on the Philadelphia Eagles. First of four berths in the conference championships on the line here as divisional weekend in the NFL is underway. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. To the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. The slot man in motion right. Throwing right away is Daniels. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Nolan Smith brings him down to the pass rush. Well, if they have any thoughts of coming in here and getting this road victory, that's not the way to start it out on the first play of the game. Yeah, one thing you always say when you go on the road, take the crowd out of the game. They actually brought the crowd into it by permitting that sack right out of the gate.
Go check, go check.
Here's Daniels. Man open, that's Deebo Samuel. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. He had 6 catches in the wild card win, and that's his first one here in the divisional round, and it's a first down. First carry of the game for Christian McCaffrey. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 46-yard line.
18, fight in. Check, go.
Working out of the gun, Daniels. Flush to his right. Taking a shot for Samuel. It's caught inside the 25. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. The previous play, they barely got back to the line of scrimmage. Now they pick up over 30 yards.
Let's go now. Top 50.
Daniels looking to throw. This will be caught. Samuel. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. Deebo Samuel, a 22-yard touchdown grab. And the Commanders are on the board first here in this division round matchup. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
Hurts and the Eagles come up here 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. On the ground, this is Saquon Barkley. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage.
36-yard line.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
That was a particularly nice play because not only was it his job to force the play inside, he was actually able to fold inside himself and make the tackle ultimately. Very nicely done.
Running again with Barkley on second down. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And no more. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
Sometimes your philosophies get challenged at times you don't want them to. They did try to stick to the running game on the first 2 plays. Didn't amount to much.
And now facing a 3rd and long at the outset of this drive. Hurts sets up to throw it. That is caught. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A big one there on 3rd down. They hit for 30 yards.
Despite writing it down on my notes, I never give enough credit to the offensive line, and we have to here. The protection, that's what made this play a success. Quarterback had to wait for his crossing route to develop, and that takes a little bit of extra time. Excellent job by the big fellas up front.
And they move this all the way down to the 9. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down.
How about the way they're moving the ball down the field? They had a big play a moment ago. Followed it up with another nice one here, and before you know it, they're already looking at 1st and goal.
And he's going to be taken down right at the line. Only a yard of the completion. It's 2nd and goal.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a 2-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
The pitch goes to Barkley. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Saquon Barkley, an 8-yard touchdown run. And the Eagles respond to that opening drive touchdown with one of their own. Elliott good on the extra point. And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Throwing now is Daniels. They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. These two teams all tied after 1. Washington with a football here to begin quarter number 2 as they've got it with a 3rd down coming up. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
19. 18, 5 in. Cut 19, cut 19. 60 average, 60
And they'll send the slot in motion left. To the air goes Daniels. And that will be incomplete.
And that is how you respond after taking one on the chin to begin this game. Give up a first drive touchdown, go back out on defense, and completely shut them down to force a 3 and out.
The offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3.
19, Dragon 60. 19 light. 60 Bobcat, 60 Bobcat. Panther 11, Panther 11. 19 tight, 19 tight.
Daniels going to throw for it. Steps away to his left. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. How about them biting off 15 yards there on the 4th down attempt and keeping the drive alive?
Here we go. Stop. Ready.
To throw is Daniels. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll just get rid of it.
One thing you always worry about when he breaks the pocket is he going to take off with it? That time, the pressure was starting to close in. He's just got to throw this one away.
Second and 10.
Let's go. 60 boxes. 60
In motion
boxes.
right, Debo.
Let's go.
Now Daniels going to give it up on the touch pass. Oh, that one well designed as he'll take this down to the 30-yard line. He had the touchdown on the opening drive. Now he's got a first down. But just a simple tap pass, but it pays off in a big way.
And sometimes the simple stuff causes the most problems for a defense because there's a breakdown in communication there. When that receiver goes behind the line of scrimmage and it looks like he's going in motion, someone either has to go with him or he has to be passed off to another defender. Somehow they didn't get that communicated well, and it turned into a nice play.
And he stopped immediately there. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the Eagles' 30-yard line.
Let's go now. Pat the 60. Pat the 60.
They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. And this time he's going backwards. So after the no gain on the last attempt, here they get him behind the line. 9th play of the drive coming up, and certainly not an easy one on 3rd and long.
Cowboy 80. 18 Rattler. 18 Rattler.
Now Daniels. Throw right side is going to be caught by Samuel. And he's going to be brought down. He needed to get to the 20, but he's a yard or two short.
Well, don't tell any defensive coordinator I played for, but that might be considered a win for both teams because defensively they stopped them short and forced the 4th down. But offensively, they picked up enough yards to give their kicker a better shot if that's what they want to do.
On 4th down, here's Daniels. He's got his running back out of the backfield. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. Well, they deemed it 4-down territory, and they got 4 yards to pick up the first. Operating from the gun, Daniels. Touchdown, Washington. Terry McLaurin, a 16-yard touchdown. And Washington has taken the lead. Well executed there offensively. Defense looked a little confused, but he found his receiver, and that one good for 6 points.
And the payoff we just saw there tells us how many times they ran this play in practice over the past few weeks because they executed that flawlessly right here on game day when the situation arose.
Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Their own 35-yard line.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there in the back end.
And because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. Here's Hurts to throw. And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in.
And that is not what you expect from a receiver of his caliber. Sometimes you get a little ahead of yourself. You don't look it in, and all of a sudden it's on the ground. A surprise to all.
Hey, 73, 73, 73, 73.
Throwing is Hurts. This one goes out wide for Barkley. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. The Eagle passing game looking good on this drive. It's a first down. Second quarter action, 2 minutes to go on divisional round weekend. From the 34 now, here's first and 10. Hurts. Escaping the pressure right. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be second and a couple.
I think the last 2 plays really illustrate how difficult it is to game plan against this guy because you know he can throw the football, but how about his use of legs as well, what we call those broken plays? You can't account for them.
Yeah, those plays, those 2 that you just mentioned, a microcosm really of how he can hurt you. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up third down.
I don't know about you, but I wanted to reach out of the booth and snatch that pass myself. That thing floated forever up there. I think that threw off the timing of the receiver. That's why he couldn't get his feet down even though he caught the ball.
You know, Charles, I would have liked to have seen that.
Yeah, me too.
For you, I wanted to see you reach out and catch something.
Yeah, you've heard about my hands, huh? I thought at first he'd try to run, but he just kept buying time to his right. Finally, nothing there. He wisely gets rid of it.
The field goal unit's going to stay put on the sideline. They're going to go on fourth down here. They'll set up to throw. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Again to Barkley out of the gun.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
They work now on 2nd and 9. Again, it's Barkley. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. He's got his target. That's complete. And the Eagles are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
A very important 3rd down conversion right there because when you're trailing and find yourself this deep in enemy territory, the kicker's not even part of your thought process. You got to make it pay off with 6. Nice connection right there to set up first and goal.
A chance now to get even before the break as they come up first and goal. They'll try and run for it with Barkley. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Eagles touchdown. Saquon Barkley with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Eagles are an extra point away from tying the ball game here in the final minute of the first half. Elliott good with a PAT. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And they've got a little over 40 seconds to work with if they want to try to put something together. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
Oh, I saw this one with defensive eyes because even as he escaped the pocket and bought time, the coverage stayed tight. Nothing broke down. Throwing it away, that was his only option.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Buffalo 18. Come on. Hey. Tell me Razor.
Back to throw. Daniels. Gets this to his running back. It's Christian McCaffrey. Now Washington going to use the second of their 3 timeouts.
Okay, ready?
As they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play.
70 Lions. Ready?
On first down, he'll drop to throw. This is Ertz on the pitch and catch. They'll go for a gain of 7. And it's second down. Now Washington going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half.
7 Pirates, 7 Pirates. Go.
Again, he'll drop to throw. This to McLaurin out on the left side. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 26. That one good for 16 as the drive continues.
19 target, 19 target. Ready?
From the shotgun, it's Daniels. Flushed out right. And he wisely will throw that one away.
So it looks like they still have some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But if this defense gets 2 more stops, they can keep them out of that area.
So on second down, the field goal unit is on here as they try to get 3 before half. Gay's kick is good. And they take a 17-14 lead. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal, you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
Touch up. Hey, easy, 63, 73, 73. Yeti. Delta.
They'll throw now on the final play. Airing it out deep for Smith. And that is incomplete. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. A trip to the NFC title game hanging in the balance. Second half action back underway. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
Well, Charles, in that first half, we saw a fair amount of offense on both sides of the football, and now the team trailing here will start with it in the third quarter.
And we both know this coach pretty darn well, don't we? Because his game planning is always on point. And now that he's getting the ball to start the second half, how about all the offense that you already referenced in the first half? He'll put that all together and come out with something really strong, I believe, to get things going here in the third quarter.
2nd and 7.
73.
They'll run it again with Barkley. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 10 yards there and an Eagle first down.
Eagles first down. 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
A handoff. Barkley running left. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. 55 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
Now it's 2nd and 10. From the gun, it's Hurts.
And just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away, and now it's third.
We're going to give out a little applause on that play. It has to go to the defense. More good work by them. They've taken away the passing lanes all game long, and you can see the frustration that it's causing because he just about threw that one into the first row.
Back to throw. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And that's going to be caught for an Eagles touchdown. Dallas got her. 30 yards. And the Eagles have taken the lead here in this third quarter. Elliott good on the extra point. And that will make this a 4-point game. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And they'll be working from behind now following the touchdown a moment ago on the opening drive of the half.
I think the guys right now, as they go out on offense, they're zeroing in on one big key. They don't have to do anything differently just because they're down on the scoreboard now. The intent, still the same in what they plan to do on offense.
Second and 7 at the 38-yard line.
Here's Daniels.
Flush to his right. And he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Trying to get away, but could not.
Nolan Smith able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon. Here now a third down and 8. Daniels looking to throw. And he finds McLaurin. And he's going to have a Commander's first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
Back to throw now on first down. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
Fortunate to get that football back. Because trailing here in the second half, last thing they needed was to lose the possession.
And the word I think of here is opportunity, because it could have been lost there, their chance to score points. But the opportunity for the defense was to go ahead and really close this game down if they were able to get possession.
So they keep the ball, but work to do on second and long.
Looking to throw. Daniels eluding the pressure right. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
Well, partner, guaranteed they approach this play with the idea of making up ground to make third down manageable. Unfortunately, with that incompletion, right back where they started on the last snap. Now they need a big third down play in order to pick up the yardage needed.
70. 79 Broncos. 7 Pirates. 19 Lions. 60 Bobcats. 60 Bobcats.
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
Good work there to force the incompletion and fourth down. Normally, it'd be a quick change for the punt return unit, but this offense has converted twice on fourth down so far, so you may want to double-check things there and make sure they're actually going to kick the football.
60 Maverick. 60 Maverick. Dragon 60. 19 sight. 19.
They're going to try and throw. Escaping the pressure right. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with the football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. A
surprising move to go for it. Predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And the Eagles are going to take over in great field position. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Barkley, inside handoff. And a strong run there as he'll maneuver his way down inside the 15. The 71 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries.
And that's a great run, and this is where you've got a running back that feels like he needs to take over this football game. You're in the second half, you've got the lead. You're looking at moving on to the conference championship. And he's got to be saying, just keep giving me the ball, and I'll get us home.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Saquon Barkley saving his best for the playoffs with his 3rd touchdown of the game. And the Eagles will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the 3rd. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And this one over the back line of the end zone. Well, they definitely don't want to give him a shot at returning it. That's obvious. So the ball will come out to the 30. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. Charles, we know that this offense is aggressive. We saw that last drive. They went for it on 4th down, didn't get it. Then they give up the touchdown. So now you feel like they really need to respond here.
They certainly do, but let's face it, sometimes when you take that risk, you understand if you fail, a little more onus goes back on your ball club to try to pick themselves back up.
Throwing now is Daniels. It's complete to Brown, right side. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. 19 yards there on the catch and run.
And it's a real luxury when you have a guy who can turn a short throw into a solid gain at any moment. Once he caught that ball, he ID'd where the open grass was and got there in a hurry to pick up a new set of downs for his offense.
And that one not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time has now run out on this 3rd quarter of play. And welcome back. We are in the city of brotherly love, Philadelphia. It's Washington with the football, but trailing here as we begin quarter number 4.
On the jump.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down.
60 Eagles, 60 Eagles.
To the air goes Daniels. Zach Ertz has it complete. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line.
Well, every drive from here out is definitely crucial and critical. They know that they need to get at least 3 here to get it back to a one-score game. But I can't imagine that in their huddle that they're thinking at all about getting a field goal. They want to get into the end zone and then try to get the ball back again.
And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
And here you're down in the red zone. You need to be smart, not force anything. So that's a wise decision to just get rid of the football.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down.
Here we go. 19 Tiger, 19 Tiger.
To throw is Daniels. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to draw that one free.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. 60 Maverick, 60 Maverick.
Now Daniels. Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
I mean, that was a good job there defensively. They did allow him to drive all the way downfield, but once they got their backs to the goal line, they really turned up the pressure.
Yeah, they let him get all the way down here. Now the field shrinks. They've struggled to convert, and that last incompletion brings up 4th.
18 Rattler, 18 Rattler. 79 Broncos.
Daniels going to throw for it. And that is caught. Touchdown, Washington. Deebo Samuel laying himself out in the end zone. And the Commanders have made it a one-score game again here in the fourth. So Washington now with an important two-point conversion attempt.
The Commanders will line up for the two-point conversion.
Warriors 70. Trap 60. Trap 60.
Daniel's going to try and throw for it. And now the pressure gets there, and he goes down. So he couldn't get rid of the football, and that deficit stays right where it is. And the touchdown apparently not enough. They want more, an onside kick. And the Eagles hands team able to cover it up. The risk reward of the onside kick. When you don't get it, the risk comes out to play. And here they gave up great field position.
And that's the key to everything, because you're trying your best to press advantages when you have them. And field position leads you to that type of play calling. And whether you want to blitz or whether you want to throw the ball deep, those types of things, now that they've given up that type of field position, the advantage is switched to their opponent.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets him back now for second down. They'll go to Barkley again. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. 94 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot. The Eagles on third down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. They'll try to run for it with Barkley. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Saquon Barkley, 34 yards. And the Eagles are moving closer to a date now in the NFC Championship game as they're able to extend this fourth-quarter lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Working out of the gun, Daniels. Going up top. Oh, that is incomplete.
They're at the point of the ball game now where they've got to take some chances. They've got to put the ball in the air and just see what happens. But this defense knows that all too well.
He'll try again with the arm here on second down. Over the middle here to Brown. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
And I think he just wanted to get the ball to one of his playmakers to see if they can make something happen, but he ends up throwing into a crowded area. And after the catch, he wasn't able to do much with it.
Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. And unable to break away. They stop him a few yards shy. The Commanders went for it, but they could not pick up the first. And that will force a turnover on downs. A first down carry for Barkley. 20. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Saquon Barkley, 42 yards. And the Eagles continue to show why it pays to play at home in the postseason as they add on to their lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll.
Here you go.
Their hopes of advancing past this divisional round hanging by a thread, if that, as they begin here with a 1st and 10 on the wrong side of the scoreboard. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. To the right side and intercepted. And the Eagles are going to take possession as they've got it at the 42-yard line. But just another reason to celebrate there on the defensive side with the interception, and this is a game that they clearly have firmly in their grasp.
Yeah, a lot of handshakes, a lot of hugs, a lot of smiles. It's been their day.
They'll try and run some clock here with Barkley. It's a loss of 4 on the 1st down play. The 4th quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinded, keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
Coming up on the final 2.5 minutes. And boy, has it been fun to watch this offense operate. Quite the display, and now they look to polish it off. 2nd down, here's Barkley again. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like he'll spot it right in midfield at the 50. Boy, 179 yards rushing for him now in the ball game as he is trying to will his guys to the championship round next weekend. Two minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. They need 2. Here's 3rd down.
63, 60. No touch that. No touch.
They go play action with Hurts. Looking here for Smith downfield. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Well, give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
He's got it at the 15. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Saquon Barkley, 50 yards. And the Eagles' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Elliott good with a PAT. And that will bump the lead up to 26. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just that went out wide and intercepted. Picked off by Lewis Seen. And they take over. They'll set up shop at the 46-yard line. Well, it wasn't always pretty, but the interception there, that means that they should get out of here with a victory.
Yeah, this is not a game that they're going to preserve for posterity on defense, but they did finish it off, didn't they? They did make the winning play to close things out. They'll take that one and go to the locker room.
And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
2nd and 5.
Great. No touch.
They'll try the right side here. Barkley. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. They follow up the gain of 5 by only getting 1 there on 2nd down.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down.
It's 4th down.
And the Eagles season will continue at least 1 more week. Thanks for watching, and so long, everybody. So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. The Eagles are winners here as we say so long from Philadelphia.